Hello, Virgo, and welcome to your general guidance for the rest of April with me, Julie Poole. Hello and welcome. Thanks for being here. It's tea and tarot time with Julie. Grab yourself a cup. I got a cup of tea here, but you do you. You get whatever you want. Put your feet up. Get yourself comfy. Let's have a little look what's going on for my fellow Virgos for the rest of April. And this is good for Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and cross-watching. All right. Let's bring the camera down and see what we've got. I have a new microphone, so you may well notice the difference in a better sound quality, and a couple of new decks as well. All the cards I use are linked below, along with the links to my website and bookings and an online class I have got coming up in April that you might want to join me for. It's a spiritual development class connecting in with your intuition, guides and angels. All right, for my Virgos then, this is the Light Seers Tarot deck. I'll be clarifying with a different tarot deck as well. Okay, right, Three of Wands, expansion and growth. Six of Swords, moving forward. The Ten of Swords, the end of the struggle, the anxiety, the stress. Oh, jolly good. Happy days. We'd like to see that. We got the Two of Cups. Oh, okay. With the Four of Cups in the middle, these two are coming out together. We got the Page of Cups with the Devil. All right, we'll have a little look what that's about. Let's have a look. Okay. The Hanged Man, the World, and we've got two again, the Four of Wands with the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, they're going to be chatty today, aren't they? All right, let me get you an affirmation. We're going to go with the Everyday Spirit Guide affirmation cards. All right, tell me more for my Virgos. Oh, you want an animal card as well? Yeah, they're definitely going to be chatty today. Okay, we've got Passion. Oh, all right, we've got the Two of Cups and we've got the Page of Cups here. And we have Trust. All right. Okay. What else? Yeah, you want an animal card? I say they're shouting in my ear. Animal. All right. Okay. This is the Spirit Guide Animal deck, and we want it says totem. That top one. Okay. Totem animal. All right. And we have the hummingbird. Be here now. All right, let's start here with this card. Okay, anything in Oracle about birds is generally communication. It's being able to speak your truth, to be able to sing your own song. And the hummingbird is predominantly be here now. All right, so are you putting something off? Yeah, I think you are. Okay. Now, this might be out of your control. This might be you having to step into that particular thing that we're not very good at, which is patience. Mm. But as a fellow Virgo, I'm allowed to say these things. All right. So be here now. There is something about needing to speak your truth, be present, be in the now, bring your attention into the now of what needs dealing with now. Okay, now let's have a look. I say now again. Now is what I'm getting. Right, so we need to get on with something. Why? Because we've got the Hanging Man here. So we've been waiting. You may well have been waiting quite a significant length of time. You might have been doing your best to surrender and allow the flow. Not always easy, but we are going to be moving forward now. So let's just get an overview of what we have. All right, so we've got the Hanging Man as a major arcana. We've got the World, which is a major shifting of old energy out, new energy coming in. We've also got the Devil. So three major arcanas. All right, so let's unpack it and unpick it. In the middle of your reading, the central card is the Four of Cups. Now the Four of Cups is, as you can see, and it's beautifully depicted here, she's sitting kind of you know, the Four of Cups is like, well, it's all right, I suppose, but it's not my dream life. It's not what I really want. Now, the Four of Cups is a card of stagnancy, boredom. And perhaps you're on that rinse repeat. We all get into that energy, don't we? That you get into this routine and it's just rinse repeat, do it again, rinse repeat, do it again. The thing is, generally, us Virgos, we like a little bit of variety, that something um not so much about challenging, but different. Can we do it different today, please? I'm fed up of doing the same thing over and over and over. Can we just do it differently? That's what I feel is going on here. You're looking at your world and life in whatever area for you. Could be relationships, health, jobs, income, whatever it is, and sort of saying, is this all that life is? It's that kind of now, it's not ungrateful or depressed or end of the world, but it's kind of I just want a little bit more depth, a little bit more passion, a little bit more excitement, a little bit more interest, a little bit more something. All right. So that's kind of what is influencing this shift, because you want more, because you're ready to step into more. So I'm just asking them where they want me to go. They're saying stay with this a bit longer. Okay, all right. What else do you want to say about this Four of Cups? So I'm hearing them say, and I'm talking to my higher self and my spiritual team, that there's nothing wrong with feeling that sense of stagnancy or boredom. It doesn't mean you're ungrateful. It doesn't mean it's the end of the world. It just means that, we are creative beings. We are creative creatures. And when we do the same thing over and over and over, it does get stagnant. It does get boring because we're not growing. And so we need to recognize that. If I've outgrown a job, I've, been doing the same thing for years and years and years. I know it inside out and backwards, and it's just not giving me any excitement at all anymore. Now, that doesn't necessarily mean we need to change the job. It may be that we can look outside of the job and say, well, could I bring some more interest in my social life, or in my hobbies, or in my interests? Is what can I do to bring a little bit more uh, juice, a little bit more flavor, a little bit more flow into my world and life? Now, that might be it's time to get a different job, or I want to reach out for new friends, or anything. It could be anything, couldn't it? Right. But I want you to just be aware of that energy. We're in April. It's the first month of the new astrological year. This really is our New Year's, or January, all right, in April, because the universe works on the astrological new year, Aries being the first month, and we're in Aries season, right? But this is moving through into the rest of April, so moving into Taurus season. But it's the new beginning energy. You get it, yeah? Right. So because of that new beginning energy, I'm looking at my world and life and saying, where can I just bring in a little bit more? Full stop. Bring in a little bit more. All right. So we start with the Three of Wands, and this is a card of expansion and growth, and you looking at your horizons. Where am I going? Where is my life moving towards? Is that the view that I want to see? Does that fill me with excitement, or does it fill me with like more of the same? All right, what can I do to shake it up? What can I do to expand it? Three of Wands is a card of expansion and growth. So in what area can I expand? And you're looking at that and you're making decisions about that. And one of these areas that you want to expand is the Two of Cups. Now, this is the love card. So we could all do with more love in our life, more connections, more passion, more interest. We have the passion card here. Let's bring it in as we're talking about love, right? This is a number 23. That's a 5. Fives are about change. So it's asking you to tap into that passion. Fall in love. Let the fire inspire. Allow passion to guide you. Now, this doesn't have to be romantic love before you start groaning at me, okay? It can be, we fall in love with a long-term partner over and over through those decades and years. We grow together or we grow apart. But it's not just about romantic love. This is passion for life. Fall in love with life. Fall in love with what you do for a living. Fall in love with building a wonderful connected social life. Whatever it is for you, let the fire inspire. Allow passion to guide you and trust that this is meant to be. Number 9 is a nearly there kind of card, all right? Trust, don't worry. Everything is unfolding perfectly. The universe is taking care of it. So when we're looking at passion, and how can I get my life to be a little bit more passionate, a little bit more interesting, a little bit more energized? Then we're going to trust that once we align with, I choose a more passionate life, then we start to draw that towards us. This is the law of attraction. All right. So we're trusting the universe is taking care of it. They've heard my desires. This is you setting the scene of those desires. Now, the 3 of Wands is your ships coming in, it's trips, it's travel, international stuff, overwater stuff, but it's anything that is related to you choosing a more expanded life. I'm ready to go to the next level. I'm ready to grow. All right. To go and to grow. That's kind of the energy you're in. And that is related strongly with the 2 of Cups to love and connections and passion, being passionate about life, building stronger connections, maybe new connections for some of you, a new romance or a new best friend or a new hobby that you're really passionate about and getting into. And so it's allowing yourself to get into that trust. We've got the hanging man underneath. The hanging man often is about waiting and patience. It can also be about delays. You know, there's nothing you could do about it. You just need to surrender, wait for the energy to shift and change, and then you'll start to feel that it's the right time. And because we have Be Here Now, which is about timing, I feel that the hanging man is very much about that. The hanging man's number 12, by the way, which is another 3. So we're ready to grow and expand, but we need to surrender, allow, and trust the flow. So it feels very much that the flow is now coming in for you to move to the next level. If you have been waiting for life to take off and it's been a bit stagnant, particularly those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, we've been through the winter, we're now in spring. Winter is a time where we go within and things slow down, and the spring, the new life starts to blossom, starts to bloom, starts to wake up. That's the energy we're in now. We're starting to wake up, to move forward, to now really with this middle row to the 6 of Swords and the World, to move into the new. The old is done, the new is opening. All signs are getting messages like this because it is the new astrological year. It's the energy for everybody. But the way it hits individual signs is more specific to you. So it's saying, look, you've probably spent a little bit of time during the winter months really focusing on what do I want for myself in 2026 and going into 2027? What do I want for myself this year? And it sort of felt that nothing was really shifting January, February. But as we moved into March, you could feel the energy starting to build, starting to pick up. And now we're in April. Now we're ready. The new is ready. So we're moving into the new now. All right. And it isn't a matter of you wake up one day in the old life and you wake up the next day in the new one. It's usually a gradual transition. I mean, that can happen in terms of when you move home, it is a whole new, brand new world the day you move house. When you change a new job, it's a whole new world the day you start the new job. But in terms of other shifts, it's gradual over a little while. And even with moving out of new jobs, it takes ages, doesn't it, for all the legal stuff to go through and all the paperwork to go through. So we're now ready to leave the old behind because it's stagnant. It's done. We've outgrown it, right? It's past its sell-by date. We're ready to move forward now. Now, the 6 of Swords is moving into easier times. So all of that work that you did, and you know us Virgos, we're grafters, we're workers, and the work was all through 2025, the year of the snake. Release, transition, transform, transmute, and that was continuing As the new energy started moving in January, February, we're clearing out the old energy. Now we're ready to hit the ground running. So the world is saying that old cycle is done. We're moving into easier times now, new times, fresher, more passionate, more exciting, more uplifting. And because it's more passionate and we've been a little bit in that hermit mode, we've got to kind of dig deep for that passion, that excitement to come up. And we want to do it now. Okay, we're not going to put it off. We're going to allow it to move forward, because that energy that we're moving out of with the World card has been quite stressful. The Ten of Swords is a card that is painful, stressful, and difficult. Anxiety, is it ever going to shift? Are we ever going to get there? Different changes that you make can be quite painful, but the Ten of Swords says that's done. It's finished. We can let it go now. We're in a whole new energy. Now, the interesting thing is that we got the Page of Cups with the Devil. And the Devil is about what holds you back and where you feel restricted, where you feel trapped, where you feel beholden. It's feeling like a puppet, that you have no agency, no control over your life, no say over your life. And you do, you absolutely do. Now, because it's with the Page of Cups, which can be about love and surprises, with the Devil next to it, this can be a toxic, needy, desperate energy, especially with the Two of Cups there, that I want love and I'm desperate for it. And it's and beliefs about it's never going to happen. We want to shift that, right? We want to shift that, because that's just going to hold you stuck. I want to open up to something new here. We've also got the Knight of Pentacles with the Four of Wands. I want to pull this whole message. There's quite a deep message in here we're going to look at, right? The Knight of Pentacles is slow, steady, secure movement forward into something very solid. It isn't rushing. It isn't diving in the deep end. It's going into the shallow end and gradually getting deeper, right? It's taking your time to move towards something with the Four of Wands that is exactly what you want. The Four of Wands is lovely. I love the Four of Wands. Like, we've got the Two of Cups, we've got the Three of Wands, and now we've got the Four of Wands. So love, or something or someone we love, growing, expanding, getting more stable. And that Four of Wands is saying, right, good, here we are now, ready to go to the next level. Because the Four of Wands is an upgrades, improvements, things taking off. Because we've put the foundation in, because we've put the work in. The Four of Wands often called the 1111 cards because of the two wands side by side, like two 11s. And 11 is a master number. It basically means you've done the work to put the cornerstones in. You've done the work to lay the foundations. Now you're ready to expand and grow. So all that effort, all that work is ready now to take off, to take it to the next level. You've put a lot of work in over a lot of time. Let's look at this bottom row a minute. And I don't know if I'm confusing you, but there's a lot here. So let me just try and unpack it for you. Because we've got the hanged man, which is patience and surrendering and allowing and letting go. And then the world, all of that patience now has come to an end. The work that you've put in, that took time, that you took effort, that you just kept putting that work in, as finally now the foundations are ready for you to take things to the next level. So you might have been building on something for 6 months here, and now you're ready for you to see it really coming off. This might be, for example, you've been saving up for a mortgage, for a deposit, for everything. And now, after months of that, you're ready to actually go get the house. You've been in a job where you've been gradually, slowly building relationships, building a network, building trust, building reputation. And now you're ready for that promotion that you were hoping it would lead to. You've been putting the work into that hobby, that interest, like going to the gym every day. Really, not every day. You're not supposed to go every day, but go in a lot. And now you're ready to take it to the next level, to book in for that 5K run after months of building up your fitness. It's that kind of thing. Use the example as whatever fits you. For me, this is work that's been going on in the background with something I'll be announcing in probably next week. That's taken 6 months, and finally it's ready to launch. It could be to do with a business that you've been building stuff in the background. Now it's ready to take off. So this is this shift out of all of that preparation and into the actual having. Right? And this middle row, the love, the connections, the effort, the love for the thing you've been building and growing and doing. There's times that you've thought, God, is this ever going to come to an end? Are we ever going to see the results? That can be the Four of Cups as well. But we are seeing the results. The Page of Cups is now that opportunity coming through, the messenger coming through with the cup of love. This cup of, right, you're ready to receive this now. But it's next to the Devil. And this is that part of you saying, oh, am I ready? Am I good enough? Is it going to be okay? Oh, I'm stressed. Oh, I'm scared, because this is a whole new level. And being a typical Virgo, where we never think we're ready and we never think we're good enough, and we're overly critical and we're overly perfectionist, and I'm not ready, it's not quite perfect, am I good enough, imposter syndrome, all of that, that's the Devil energy. So let's recognize them and say, okay, this has taken a long time to get to this place. And of course, I'm anxious about, have I done the right thing? Was it the right decision? Is it going to work? Is it going to be okay? That's all the doubts and the fears of the Devil playing tricks on your mind. And this is where we want to say, I wouldn't be here if I wasn't ready. I wouldn't be in this Four of Wands of ready for this expansion, this up leveling, this upgrowth, if I wasn't ready. So the Devil is just that little nagging voice saying, ooh, 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 big shift, big change, maybe a new title, maybe, it's a big shift. It's a big shift. So acknowledge it. And then we're going to allow it to gently disperse this energy of the Devil, the fears, the insecurities, the doubts. We're going to gently get into the trust that I'm here because I'm ready. And I'm not an imposter. And I've done the work. And I deserve this. I deserve this. So the Devil saying it won't work, or any of those doubts, we've just got to let them go. Okay? Got to let him go. Let's find out a little bit more just about this Devil. I just feel that this is the fear of this new that you've been working for so long, coming forward. 10 of Wands to say the burden, the struggle, the effort, the work, it's done, it's over, we're ready to push forward. Page of Wands, fast moving energy, the messenger, communication, talking, sharing, sending emails, making phone calls, opening up. Yes, we are absolutely ready. You've put the work in. It's like an artist, painter, artist that, when is enough to keep adding a bit more, and most artists will say that painting was never finished the way I wanted it to be finished, but I had to get to a point to say, enough, it'll do. It's good enough. That's where you're at. It is good enough. It is finished, and trust, because you are ready for that Four of Wands. Tell me more about that Four of Wands. It's bringing you in balance and harmony and peace. It's alchemy. It's powerful. It's important. And it's a wish fulfilled. This is something you have wanted for a long time. This is something you've worked for a long time, and you're ready to step into it now. So I want you to trust it. The wish is here. the wish that you dreamt of, that you put the effort in, that you did everything for, it is here. Bottom of the deck, I've got the Eight of Cups to say, yeah, you're ready to move on now. You're ready to move towards it. Step into it and trust, because this new beginning, King of Pentacles, is going to bring you the rewards that you have been seeking. If this is about a business or a job, then you are getting the money that you really want. This is prosperity. If this is about effort, like going to the gym, you are getting the payoff. Those muscles are coming. That fitness is coming. We are now in this energy of that wish. That work that you've been doing is ready to pay off. So trust, jump into it, and pat yourself on the back, my Virgos, okay? You've been passionate about this, you've believed in it, you kept moving forward, and now it's time for you to actually experience that wish. And from the angels, this is the oracle of the angels, strength. And from the this is the magic of the unicorns, Mahatma energy. Let's look at this. So you have the strength. You have been incredibly strong. This is the number 40. Fours are about your foundations. You've been strong and focused and passionate, believing, pushing forward, one foot in front of the other. You've had the strength. You've had the determination. Now, step into that strength that has been growing quietly in the background and trust that your new beginning is here because you've earned it. And from the unicorns, you have number 29. That's a 3. I don't know, it isn't. 2 and 9 is 11. And we don't reduce that. That's a master number. This is, and the master number of 11 is about the self. It's I. All right. Build your light body. This is Mahatma energy. This is very high vibration. Build your light body. Accelerate your ascension. You are ready to rise, my Virgos. You are rising now, right now, into your best light, into your best life. Allow it to unfold. Trust and remember to be passionate about this new beginning, because that increases the energy and allows it to come in even faster. Okay. All right, Virgo, that's what I have for you for the rest of April. I hope it was helpful. I'll be back with the weekly collective every Friday, but I'll also be posting collective readings as and when I feel drawn to. So make sure you've subscribed. It's completely free, you know. Hit that bell notification so you don't miss a thing. We're going to be looking at some other things for April for everybody around abundance, around energy, and around guidance. Okay? I'll see you soon. Have a wonderful day. Lots of love. Bye-bye.